Hey everybody. Well, I have some exciting news for you. This Sunday, June 7th, Sundown Church will be opening its doors again. We are going to have service this Sunday, June 7th at 10:45. Now, we're only going to have the Sunday service, the main service. We're not going to have Sunday school. We're not going to have children's church. We won't have Sunday evening service or Wednesday night service. Okay, not yet. So we're just going to have our 10:45 big service. We're not having children's church this Sunday because I want our kids to be a part of this. I want our kids to witness what the Lord is doing, and I want all those that would be teaching our kids, I want them to be in here for this first Sunday back. I want us to all be a one connected family body together again as the Lord releases what He desires to release this coming Sunday. We are really excited about it. We've been in prayer, seeking the Lord's heart on when we can come back, and this is what He's released. So I'm very, very excited. Excuse me. Very excited. If you don't feel comfortable coming, we will still have all of our online services available, so you can tune in that way. So no pressure to come, but we are very excited to have our doors open again, and they'll stay open. And so we'll start adding back services and Sunday school and different things like that as the weeks go on, and I'll keep you guys updated with that as we're going to open those back up. But the next thing is now I'm calling on each and every one of you. If you're watching this, I'm calling on you to be an intercessor this week over this house and over this church and over what the Lord wants to do in our communities, that you would intercede heavily, that you would go after the Father's heart, that you would join in with the Son of God and the Spirit of God in intercession before the Father in heaven, that the Lord would have freedom to do what He wants to do, that the power of God would be fully released and fully received by us individually in our stories this week, but also by this house and in our communities, that we would see the kingdom of heaven established in our communities, that we would see the harvest. We would see revival come into our communities. We would see a depth of God, a glory of God that we've not yet encountered, and that the Lord would shape church for what it is in His heart, not what it is in our experience or our hearts or our minds, but that we would be one with the Lord, and that He would be able to create this church. He would be able to mold this house into what He would desire it to look like and build what He would desire to build in this place, in our hearts, and that we would be readily available and ready to receive what He has for us. And just pray and intercede and check your own heart, that you would come ready with expectation for the Lord to move in power, that you would come ready for the Father to do things that we have not yet seen Him do, but are so within His nature, so within His character. Everything that we've talked about up to this point, everything that the Lord has spoken that He's been doing during this time apart, that we would see it come to fruition together corporately, right? We've been talking about the individual getting molded and getting reshaped, and the Lord being able to pursue them and break down walls and consume territory in their hearts that was once not His to own, but now He's fully consumed the individual. He's done a mighty work in the individual. Right, and this last Sunday, just as we talked, that the Spirit of God was being freshly released, and people were receiving the Spirit of God, and there were tongues of fire appearing in their homes. So praying that everything that we've seen and having expectation of everything that the Lord has said He's been doing in the individual, now when we come together, we get to see it happen corporately. We get to see the fruition of all that as these individuals that have been walking with the Spirit of God, living in Spirit and by the Spirit, and step with the Spirit. And some for the first time, as we see that, as we see these people being molded, and we know these people have been molded in their individual time, and we come together, that we would see the fruition of all of that time apart. Right? Do not come here, please, with the expectation that things will go back to normal. No. Come here with expectation that we are about to discover something new together. That we're not going back, but we are arriving. June 7th, we are arriving in a new place, a new level of glory. But that's not where we're meant to stay. We're going to arrive at that level of glory together. We're going to merge together, and we're going to keep moving forward. We're going to keep ascending higher from glory to glory. Come with that kind of expectation. Come ready. Come hungry. Come knowing what the Spirit of God is doing. Engage Him this week. Intercede with Him this week over this house, over our communities. There are a lot of churches. So interesting. And I've not prayerfully considered, we as a staff have not prayerfully considered what anybody else is doing, if that's what we're supposed to do. No. We've sought the Lord and we've allowed Him to tell us what He wants us to do. But there are a lot of churches opening back up this Sunday. Now you remember that I came across, Deb McGlasson shared, our children's pastor, shared a video of a pastor that I had never met, of a big church that refused to open his doors because the Lord said don't until June. So there's something significant in what the Lord is doing this Sunday. And I want you to recognize something. Doesn't it seem like everything going on right now in the world is just kind of peaking in chaos? Just peaking in chaos. And the Lord would then say, open the doors. Man, that's powerful. I can see that the Lord is on the move. Talking to my parents in Houston, all their church friends, their churches are opening this Sunday. We're not talking to each other. I don't think this Sunday is a good idea. But by revelation, the Lord said open in June. And then just a couple days ago, by revelation, the Lord said, I said open in June. June is now. June 7th. I said open in June. Why do you have to wait 4 weeks? Why do you have to wait for the end of June or the middle of June? Open in June. So June 7th, we're open. So I'm excited. If you can't tell, I'm pumped because we live in unprecedented times in the kingdom of heaven and its establishment here in our communities. The Lord is on the move with urgency. So come with urgency. Come with expectation for God to continue to move in a powerful way. For God to do something brand new. For us to encounter something brand new. Come with ready and just in big expectation. Come with expectation for God to fulfill all that He said He's been doing. Come with expectation for us to be the fourth pillar on the next great move of God. I believe we're in that time, church. We get to be that pillar. So exciting. Come ready, come willing, come expecting. But most of all, intercede this week on behalf of our communities, on behalf of those that would gather in here. Intercede that the Lord would do a mighty work, that His work would be able to be completed in the lives of the individual and our hearts, that His work that He has for us in this time, He could complete it so that we could continue to move on into what He has for us next. Engage with Him. Allow Him to finish what He's doing in you through this season and come ready. Also, I would ask you to share this video. Share this video. Get it out there. Let people know, or don't share the video. I don't care. But let people know that we're back. 10:45, June 7th. In here, we're getting after it. We're going to meet the Lord. We're going to encounter the Lord. And the kingdom of heaven is going to fall and exist in this place. It is going to collide with earth, and it is going to be established like we've never seen it established before in this place. Okay, so share. Let people know. Let them come and be a part, because I believe there are a lot of people, prodigal sons and daughters, that are wanting to return home, but don't know where to go. Go meet them, church. Go out there and meet them and bring them home. All right? Man, this is exciting. I can't wait to see you. I'm so pumped. I cannot wait to see your smiling, beautiful faces, and I cannot wait to pursue the Lord with you and to encounter the Lord with you. Oh man, what an exciting time. So I will see you this Sunday at 10:45, June 7th. We will be in here, 10:45 a.m. Okay, we're not doing the late night stuff. 10:45 a.m., June 7th, in the sanctuary. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be absolutely wonderful. Can't wait. Oh, also, real quick, we will have our nursery. I don't know if I said that yet. Our nursery will be available for our little ones. No children's church, but nursery will be available. Anyways, I love you. I can't wait to see you this Sunday. See ya.